Hi guys, Adam from Midwest Panel Builders. We're in sunny Port Orange, Florida, nearby Daytona Beach at the Spruce Creek Fly In community. We're doing our first RV10 installation. We've got a backlit panel going into the one behind me. So let's take a look at what we've got going on. All right, so we've got our doubler piece secured up in the airframe now, just clecoed in. So let's show you that. So we've got our whole thing here. You can see it's all clecoed in. All the holes are match drilled. And then you can see, like, for example, we have the reliefs cut in for these rivets under the brackets on each side to help you align it. And then we've got this hole in the center. So the hole in the center is useful for actually cutting out the subframe in the RV. The RV builders will know that you have to do this in order to have relief for avionics racks and things like that for like a navigator or a radio. So we provide the template for this on this doubler. And then this will also act as the stiffener for that hole. So you just rivet all the way around, and it helps get that hole back rigid again that you had just cut out. So our next step is going to be putting all of our rivets in, putting the nut plates in for all the different pieces of equipment that we're going to mount into here, and then we're going to lay in our flat rack and get that secured to the airframe as well. Okay, so we got the engine sensors all installed and wired up here. So we've got our CHT and EGTs going along here. This wire is all shielded, so it should be okay to run with the spark plug wires. Of course, they're shielded as well. We've got everything Adele clamped up for vibration protection. We've got our manifold pressure sensor over here wired in, and then oil temperatures back there, and then on the other side on the van's block, we've got the oil pressure and fuel pressure wired in. Engine's grounded now, alternator's hooked up, so pretty much everything firewall forward is ready to go. So one thing this builder did that we really like and that we probably recommend for all of our customers to do is he put two of these feed-throughs on the firewall, one on each side at about the same location. So what's really nice about these is it gives us a convenient path for wires to go through. We split our engine wires up, so anything that goes on the right side of the engine comes through this side of the firewall. Anything for the left side of the engine goes through that side of the firewall, and it just makes the routing a lot more convenient. And then there's the little U-bracket up here that we zip tie our wires to on the inside of the aircraft to keep it all nice and neat. All right, now let's go inside and look at the progress that we made in there. Okay, so last time we talked in here, we had the rack physically installed, and then we needed to lay the harness in, and so that's what we did. So we've got the whole harness installed and run through the aircraft. All of your avionics are installed as well, so GAD 29, GTR 20, GAD 27's over there. On the back side, we've got IBBS batteries and the GEA 24. And then we've got the Fly LED lighting controller over here in a nice little project box. Taking a closer look up at the rack here, so what we did is this doubler piece was put on first. We talked about this earlier, and then that center hole was cut out, and then everything was riveted to the subframe. Then we mounted all of the aft mount units, if you will. So all of the IBBS batteries back there actually have nut clips on them, so that even though they're on the back side, all you have to do is unscrew them. They're very easy to get to. They just drop down, and there's plenty of room back there for that. The wiring comes down the side of the rack here and through the side of the aircraft through the grommet holes. We did them on both sides. One thing that we had this builder do that Vans approved was drill an additional hole through here. I believe we went 1 inch, maybe 7/8. I have to confirm again to get to the back with all the different wiring. So for example, down this side would be like your rear headset jack wires, as well as the wing wiring for like the tip lights. This wing also has the roll servo, roll trim, and magnetometer in it. The other side, it's just wing lights going back there and a couple other little odds and ends for the aft section. All right, so we're done with this RV10 installation, and we're happy to show you what it looks like here. So we've got our instrument panel lit up. Here is our backlit panel for this RV10. You can see, just like our sling panels, it dims. There it is over there. We got dual G3X system in here with the GNX 375, so we would call this a basic IFR. Dual comm radio, remote audio panel, all kind of your typical stuff that makes up a GPS-only IFR aircraft. This particular one has the Lycoming EIS on it, so we've got that wired up over here. And we've got the Fly LEDs wired in as well and all working. So this install took us realistically maybe 3.5 days. We started on a Sunday, but only really half of a Sunday, and not even that. And here we are on Wednesday, all done. If you have any questions about this installation, or if you have an RV10 that you're building that you need some avionics put into, please feel free to call us or send us a contact form online. And otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.